Hello everyone. Let us discuss the today's topic, that is 3D rotation. Before we discuss the 3D rotation, what is about the previous lecture? In previous lecture we discussed 3D translation and 3D scaling. First of all, what is meant by 3D transformation? So 3D transformation is the extended part of the 2D model. Just we include in 2D model, we extend the part of 2D model, just we add the z coordinate in a 3D geometric transformations. In 2D we are only discuss the x and y axis. In 3D we discuss about the z coordinate also. So in 2D and 3D there are 5 types of transformation. First one is the translation, second scaling, third reflection, fourth rotation, fifth is sharing. So let us, in 3D translation, it is a next part of the 2D model. That is, in 3D translation there is a, instead of 3 by 3 there is a 4 by 4 matrix is used, where Tx and Ty are the translation factor in x and y. In 2D there is a, in 3D Tx, Ty and Tz are the translation factor of 2D model. In 3D translation there is a one formula in all the transformations, that is x dash is equal to x plus r. That is, there is a p dash is equal to r into p. Then we calculate, in 2D we calculate the x dash and y dash only, but in 3D translation we calculate the x, y and z coordinate. Then here is the 3D translation, x dash is equal to x plus tx, y dash is equal to y plus ty and z dash is equal to z plus tz. Then here is the example of the 3D translation. Then after that, the 3D scaling. What is meant by scaling? Scaling is nothing but the changing the size of the object. That is, we change the size of the object, that is meant by the scaling. Here in 2D there is Sx and Sy are the two scaling factor is used, but in 3D model there is a adding one factor, that is Sz. So that's why in 3D scaling there is a three factor is used, that is Sx, Sy and Sz. This Sx, Sy and Sz are represent the scaling factor for the 3 dimension. Then here we calculate x dash, y dash and z dash. X dash is equal to x plus Sx, y dash is equal to y plus Sy and z dash is equal to z plus Sz. Then after that in scaling, a scaling of an object with respect to a selected fixed position can be represented with the following transformation sequence. So we have to follow some sequence, that is, first one is the translate the fixed point to the origin. That is, our object is translated to our origin. Then after that this object is scaled related to the origin, and after that then translate the fixed point back to its original position. So if we scale our object, then after that we transfer this object or remove this object to its original position. So next our today's topic is 3D rotation. So first of all, rotation means what? Rotation means we rotate a object or a point in some angle, that is theta, that is meant by the rotation. Okay, so the rotation in 3D is slightly difficult than the rotation in 2D. In 2D, we are performing rotation in only one plane, that is XY plane. Okay, so in 2D, we are rotate the object in only one plane, that is the XY plane. That's why the 2D rotation is simpler than the 3D rotation. Then second one is in XY plane, we can rotate a point or object in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. But in case of 3D, as there are 3 axes, we are having 3 different planes, that is XY, XZ and YZ plane. So here in XY plane, we can rotate the point or object. So as we discussed in previous in 2D rotation, in that there is a 2 types, that is a clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So we have to rotate the object in a clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. That's the 2 types. In 3D, there is slightly difficult than the 2D because of there is a Z axis is added, and because of that there is a different plane, that is XY, XZ, YZ plane. So in 3D, we must specify to which axis and by what angle we want to rotate the object. In 2D, it is simple to detect the clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. But in 2D, to detect the clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, we are looking from positive half of axis towards the origin. Then after that, here this one is our X, Y and Z axis. Okay, so in that plane, we looking towards our origin. So half of this angle, half of this axis, we are looking to the origin. Then we can decide clockwise and the anti-clockwise rotation. So here is the coordinate axis rotation. There is a first one is the X axis rotation, then second Y axis rotation, then Z axis rotation. So here, see here image. The first image, that is here is the X axis and this one is looking towards the origin. Then suppose this one is the object and this object is rotated in a anti-clockwise direction. Okay, this object is rotated in a anti-clockwise direction. So in a Z plane, that's why Z is equal to 1 and the XY values it changes. Okay, so here you see that in Z axis, here this object is rotated in a X axis. So this object is rotated in anti-clockwise direction and this plane value, that is Z value is equal to 1 and only X dash and Y dash value it changes, that is X dash is equal to this value and Y dash is equal to this value. Same here. Here is the second plane. Here is the X plane. In X plane, this man is looking towards the origin. Okay, and this object, suppose here is the one object and this object is rotated in a anti-clockwise direction. So there is X value is 1 and only the Y and Z value changes. Okay, so here is same, that we rotate a object in a Y plane, Y axis. So this object is rotated in an anti-clockwise direction. So that's why this object is only rotated in a Y plane. So here is a not affected to the object. So only the object is rotated in an anti-clockwise direction. So value does not changes. Only the value changes that is x and z axis. So here first one is the z axis. Z axis rotation, in 2D we are having two different transformation matrix. Okay, so one for in clockwise rotation and another for in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, if you want to object rotate a 2D point, there is a x, y, only 2 points by angle theta in anti-clockwise direction. So in 2D we rotate the object in anti-clockwise direction and the angle is theta. Then the transformation matrix will be cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta, cos theta. Okay, so if we perform the rotation about the z axis, z coordinates remains unchanged and the xy coordinates changes as in case of 3D. So after performing the rotation about the z axis in anti-clockwise direction, after performing this rotation in anti-clockwise direction, here is x and y and z value is getting, that is x dash is equal to x cos theta minus y sin theta, y dash is equal to x sin theta plus y cos theta, and the z dash value is equal to only z. Okay, so this z dash value is unchanged and only the x and y value are changes. So our transformation matrix, then in every transformation we calculate this x dash, y dash and z dash, and here is the transformation matrix, that is cos theta sin theta 0 0 minus sin theta cos theta 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 is multiple to the x y z 1. Here is the first column is multiply this, then second column is multiply this, then this column is multiply this row, and we getting the result, that is x dash is equal to x cos theta. Then in opposite this equation is replaced in this matrix, that is sorry, not the replace, this equation is transformed in the matrix form, that is cos theta sin theta 0 0 minus sin theta cos theta 0 0, and this is our transformation matrix, that is 4 by 4 matrix. Okay, so in y axis, in z axis there is a does not change the z coordinate. In y axis there is a y coordinate value is unchanged and only the which value is changed, x dash and z dash value is changed, that is x dash is equal to x cos theta plus z sin theta, and z dash is equal to z cos theta minus x sin theta. Okay, so here we calculate this x dash, y dash and z dash 1 is equal to cos theta 0 minus sin theta 0 0 1 0 0 sin theta 0 cos theta 0 0 0 0 1. Here if we multiply this matrix into this one, so we get the result of this equation. Okay, so here x cos, this column is multiply this row, that is cos x cos theta plus z sin theta, here x cos theta plus z sin theta, here is this one is x dash, y dash, z dash and 1. Okay, so x cos theta plus 0 plus z sin theta plus 0, here 0 only y, that is y dash is equal to y, here minus x sin theta plus 0 plus z cos theta 0. Okay, here minus x sin theta and z cos theta. Okay, and here the value is 0. Then after that this row, this is the 0 plus 0 plus 0 and plus 1 into 1 1. So here is our equation getting. this one is the image of the y-axis rotation. This image is rotated in a y-axis, so this image is rotated in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so in x-axis rotation, x value does not changes, only the y dash and z dash value changes. That is, y dash is equal to y cos theta minus z sin theta, z dash is equal to y sin theta plus z cos theta. Here this one is this matrix is multiplied into this, so we getting this equation, that is x dash, y dash and z dash. And this object is rotated along the x axis, so the in anti-clockwise direction. So here the equation is in x axis is here. Okay, so in x y z axis we see that there is a, if x axis rotation, then x values does not change, only y and z value changes. In y axis there is a y values does not changes, only x and z value changes, and in z axis z values does not changes and x and y values are changes. So in here is in 3D rotation, only difference is of there is only z plane is added, so that's why we there is complicated in 3D rotation. Here if the z in z axis, here is the, here see that this z axis, z value z dash is equal to z, then after that which value is calculated, x value and then y value. Okay, so after, first one is calculate the z value and then after that the x and y value. Here in y axis there is a y value is here, in y axis there is a y value is calculated, then after that z and x, after that z and x. Okay, so here in x axis there is a, after the x there is a y and z value is calculated. Okay, this is the sequence of which value is calculated, and after that that is x y, then y, after that z, then after that x and then y. Okay, here, so thank you so much. If any doubts please contact me. Thank you.